Yo, what's going on, my VVOGs, my homies, my fellow master collectors, and everybody else on YouTube? It's your bromie, the Gale, back at it again with another VV Medium article, audio book, video. Come on! What's happening, my VV fam? We are back at it again with the third installment of the Mint Finders Collecting Strategies article. Be sure to follow him on Twitter. He has awesome articles. I think I'll make a playlist of the videos that I've covered his articles to make it easier to find his previous articles that I've covered. But yeah, this time we're talking about popularity and sentimentality. It should be an interesting, interesting video. Consider this an audio video. There's not much to look at unless you just want to read along with the words. But without further ado, let's just breeze into it. Collecting Strategies in VV Part 3. Quality, Popularity, and Sentimentality by the Mint Finder. This time we'll be looking at the most subjective metrics relating to collecting in VV and how they might influence buying and spending patterns in the app. Quality, popularity, and sentimentality. Let's jump right in. Disclaimer: all market data, floor prices, volume of listings, etc. is accurate at the time of writing or publication, but will likely shift as collectibles get sold and new listings appear. Number 1. Consider quality. Perhaps an obvious one, but one that can never be overstressed. The quality of a collectible matters. But what do we mean when we talk about quality? 1. The most obvious definition when it comes to quality relates to the actual design of the collectible. This can usually be determined by asking a simple question: does it look nice? Granted, this might be a subjective metric, but subjectively is currently one of the main drivers of the VV marketplace, or indeed any collectible marketplace. More on this in the final 2 points. In more concrete terms, these 5 questions should help further your understanding of how to assess a collectible's quality. Would you enjoy displaying that specific collectible or comic in your living room or showroom? Would owning it in the long run fill you with a sense of pride? Do you like the franchise or character of the collectible that it represents? If it's a comic, do you like the characters or the story? If the price falls below the price that you paid for it, would you still be pleased with your purchase? Would other collectors feel the same way? If the answer to these questions is yes, then the good news is that you've likely found a collectible worth holding on to. However, if you would answer no to one or more of the above, it might be worth thinking twice before investing. Number 2. The second way of assessing a collectible's quality is by examining its long-term potential. A quality collectible will be a collectible that will retain value over time. When you think of VV, you should always remember the fact that the market as it exists today will be very different in just a year's time. Considering the amount of collectibles dropping every week, it's impossible for every collectible to appreciate in value over time. Some collectibles will stagnate, others will dip, others will pump and then dump, but very few will actually rocket. To understand what rocketing means, look at the floor price of the Golden Moments partner statue, a staggering 23.5k gems, way higher than its drop price of 333 gems. Knowing which collectibles will rocket and buying them at the right time will definitely help you build up your collection in the long run. We'll be going over these in more detail at a further date, but the remaining 2 points outlined in this article should already be good places to start in identifying quality items to invest in. Number 3. For characters that have multiple different collectibles in VV, for example Batman and Harley Quinn, quality is definitely an important consideration, since that will be the main differentiator between variants of the same character. We'll do a full case study in a future piece, but in the meantime, considering things like total edition number, rarity, first appearance, first edition tags, the overall look and feel of the collectible, and even the VV season during which it was released might help you make the best choices for your collection. Number 4. On a side note, mint numbers are another way of determining the quality of a collectible. One of the reasons many collectors are looking into investing in specific mint numbers is because these tend to appreciate in value over time, rather than be subject to the whims of the floor price. We'll explore mint hunting in depth in a future article, but in the meantime, if you look at popular investment choices like the Donald Duck and Daisy Golden Moment statue, or literally any other collectible comic in the app, you will notice this. Although the floor price for that collectible is of 795 gems. Since it first dropped, the cheapest 3-digit mint numbers under 1,000, is currently 1.1k gems, a full 300 gems above the floor price. That number grows as the mint number lowers. Number 44 is listed for 11.9k gems, or if the mint number is significant in any way. For example, the mint number 1931, the year of Donald Duck's first appearance ever across all media formats. Number 2, consider popularity. If we forget the huge community of speculators in the Veve marketplace and focus on its intended long-term audience, we are left with the collectors. But who collects items? People who care about those specific items, franchises, characters, and are keen to build up a robust long-term collection. Why do collectors matter? Because ultimately, they will be the people buying your NFTs and generating your profits. If the Veve marketplace only hinged on speculators, it would collapse once speculators eventually stopped entering or simply left the marketplace. Speculators don't have the intention of permanently holding collectibles out of the marketplace. Speculators are here to hold items until it is convenient for them to sell them, which results in floors thickening and new listings growing once a collectibles floor sees even a fractional increase. Long-term collectors, however, are key to increasing collectible scarcity, as they are more likely to keep collectibles out of the marketplace and locked in their vaults. Without collectors, the market would basically be saturated with 100% of the total editions listed and no buyers. More listings means lower floors. Lower floors means less profits. With that in mind, understanding an item's popularity will help you assess which collectibles are most likely to be held in vaults, and therefore rockets, like the infamous Partners Golden Moments or the FA Batman statue. If two items have the exact same availability or available supply, but one is 2 times more popular than the other, you can expect the popular item's floor price to be considerably higher than that of the less popular one. How do we know this? Because it's already happened across the marketplace. For example, the first appearance Wonder Woman statue common has 1,111 more editions than the uncommon Batgirl statue of the same set, DC Artist Alley. Yet its floor price is 12 times higher. This is in part due to Wonder Woman's FA tag, but if you compare the CoverGirl's Wonder Woman statue to the CoverGirl's Batgirl, you will also see that the CoverGirl's Wonder Woman's floor price is double that of the CoverGirl's Batgirl, despite Wonder Woman's total minted supply, and currently available supply sitting at 70 to 80% of Batgirl's. Wonder Woman's floor price is higher than Batgirl's on both collectibles due to the collectors being willing to pay a higher price to own her. You can learn more about these floor prices mechanics in another article. The logical conclusion is that Wonder Woman is the most popular character of the two. Popularity isn't the only factor to take into consideration, however. As we saw last time, quantity, scarcity, and rarity also play a part in determining a collectible's value. Just look at CoverGirl's FA Supergirl. The Supergirl character is arguably less popular than Wonder Woman, although her having had a successful 6-season TV show has definitely boosted her public profile. Yet, the first appearance Supergirl is more expensive than the first appearance Wonder Woman. This is due to the first appearance Supergirl's quantity being 3,800 editions, 38% of the first appearance Wonder Woman's quantity. Her currently available supply of market listings being 76, 37% of FA Wonder Woman's currently listed supply, and her rarity being ultra rare, 3 full rarities higher than the first appearance Wonder Woman common. And yet, her price is only 30% more expensive than the FA Wonder Woman's, despite the FA Supergirl having a more desirable rarity and a much smaller, 60% less, total and currently available supply. Number 3, consider sentimentality. I know. The golden rule in investing is always to invest with your brains and never with your heart. But hear me out. Sentimentality has a much bigger part to play in the Veve marketplace than a lot of people will have you believe. And here are the 2 main reasons why. Number 1, as already mentioned in part 1, quality. If you have strong feelings about owning a specific collectible and decide to invest in it based on those feelings, you are less likely to be upset when the collectible decreases in value, as its sentimental pull on you will compensate for its loss in value. Number 2, if you have strong feelings about a specific collectible, there are high chances that others will have similar feelings as well. Purchasing items that appeal to your memories and personal taste will most likely result in you purchasing items that appeal to someone else's memories and personal tastes as well. For example, if you were to invest in a Golden Moment Iron Man first appearance statue because you remember watching your first Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU movie, it's highly likely that future members of the Veve platform will want to purchase an FA Iron Man Golden Moments for that exact same reason. On the other hand, buying a collectible you hate and see no appeal in might not be the wisest move. If it doesn't rock it, you might end up being stuck with a collectible you never intended to own, and that other collectors might not be interested in either. I would not advise anyone to collect items in Veve based on sentimentality alone, but understanding the role it plays in shaping consumer spending habits can definitely help you add an edge to your collecting strategy. So there you have it. In part 1, we covered concrete factual strategies to help you build your portfolio. In part 2, we looked at different strategies mainly relating to supply quantity and collectible rarity. This final chapter saw us explore how understanding and analyzing the subjective behaviors of collectors could help us build our Veve portfolios. And that's a wrap on collecting strategies in Veve, at least for now. I hope this was an informative and entertaining read. Next time, we'll be getting into a slightly more controversial topic. We'll be comparing comic book NFTs with their in-real-life counterparts to understand the ways in which they are similar, and yet completely different. In the meantime, happy collecting. For more comic, collectible, and marketplace tips, feel free to follow the Veve Mint Finder on Twitter. You can also DM him if you'd like to pitch a specific topic, comic, collectible for a future article. And that's the video, my friends. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you learned something or enjoyed the content, feel free to drop a like on the video and consider subscribing for more Veve content like this. So yes, hopefully you learned something. Always interesting topics when it comes to the Mint Finders articles. Yeah, I mean, popularity and sentimentality definitely play a huge role when it comes to these collectibles. People get really emotional over these collectibles, especially the collectors. But it's a lot. We need to factor in a lot of things when it comes to collecting, and the more we know, the better we can improve our collecting strategy. So with that, thank you again for watching. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice because I am learning just like you guys. I am just your friendly neighborhood genius. Sharing his thoughts and opinions on this awesome app known as Veve. So take everything that you hear from me with a grain of salt because things could change. And with that, if you would like to follow me on the Veve app, if you scroll to the bottom left-hand corner, you will notice my Ben Simmons Spider-Man, which I have listed for 1 million gems. If you find him, you can follow me, and I will do my best to follow back. And with that, thank you again for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Until then, peace out and huddle strong, my friends. And be like water, stay liquid. Later.